Welcome to the glitz and glamour that is the Orange British Academy Film Awards.
Welcome to the BAFTAs.
I like the way you move.
I think that guy Heath Ledger's great, and Michelle Williams is fantastic.
I don't know actually, because I've never been, but it's definitely an honor to be here, isn't it?
I love Brokeback Mountain. I think there was a lot of great films this year.
And Michelle's my favorite actress. I think she deserves all the awards.
Over the past year, I've been particularly pleased with head girl Rachel Weisz, whose achievements in the school garden have been outstanding and constant. Commendations also to prefects Ledger and Gyllenhaal, who did such a good job over the school holidays looking after the school sheep. And congratulations.
Good evening. Tonight's only award voted for by the British public is the Orange Rising Star Award. It recognises a young actor or actress of any nationality who has demonstrated exceptional talent and ambition and who has won the heart of the British public as a rising star in film. The award has been created in honour of the late Mary Selway, the highly respected BAFTA award-winning casting director, and I am especially gratified that I'm presenting this award in her name because Mary was the first casting director ever to invite me in for a meeting on a film role. Despite that, however, her career was devoted to encouraging talent of the future. And here are the nominees.
Michelle Williams.
Okay. Call my sister. I'll see if she can take them.
All right, all right.
I'm going to bed. Could you get up now, please? I'm eating soup, soupy soup, and you're supposed to make that sound all natural. Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry.
And the BAFTA is presented to James McAvoy.
To present the award, an incredibly talented young man about whom I could wax lyrical all night, and indeed for whom last night I just plain waxed. I hope he'll notice. His utterly perfect performance as Jack Twist in Brokeback Mountain explains why the film world is so excited by the sensational Kake Gyllenhaal.
I'm really pleased to be at the BAFTAs for the first time and to be presenting this special award to first-time filmmakers. The sheer dedication, talent, hard work, ambition, obsession, and craziness required to complete a first feature film cannot be overstated. Here are the 5 highly deserving nominees. And the BAFTA is presented to Joe Wright, Pride and Prejudice.
Well, we come now to the third of this evening's contenders for the coveted Film Award, the visually and emotionally stunning Brokeback Mountain. Escorting me to see an early preview of this was Heath Ledger, who gave an astounding acting performance as Ennis Del Mar. I was honoured to sit between him and his then expecting wife, Michelle Williams, marking the second time in a week I'd watched a film with a pregnant woman. I was so moved by this wonderful film that I spilled my bottle of water at her feet, which caused something of a misunderstanding and the arrival of an emergency birthing team. No one laughed more heartily than me. But not even an unnecessary epidural took away from the pleasure of witnessing a truly remarkable cinematic achievement. In fact, if anything, it rather enhanced it. But let's remind ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, of Ang Lee's extraordinary Brokeback Mountain.
The year is 1963. Ranch hand Ennis Del Mar and rodeo cowboy Jack Twist are thrown together during a summer herding sheep on Brokeback Mountain.
For me, it's a story of how love transcends all. Ultimately, love can destroy you.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm not that afraid of it.
What if you and me had a little ranch somewhere, a little cow and calf operation? Be a sweet life.
What follows is a tale of secret love that spans a lifetime. The men's passionate relationship continues in secret for over 20 years, despite conventional marriages to wives Lorene and Alma.
Michelle, who's a character of Alma, who discovers that her husband's having a love affair with another man.
She sees Ennis and Jack together.
Don't try to fool me no more, Ennis. I know what it means.
But probably doesn't even know exactly how to identify it at first because it's so out of the realm of her consciousness, out of her world.
The last line of the short story is, if you can't fix it, you gotta stand it. It's a real human truth.
I think people need to know about that side of America. It's very interesting, it's very unique, it's conservative, it's tough, and like everybody, they have a heart.
Wonderful film, a love story of phenomenal power and beauty, the work of great filmmakers. But will they lasso the award and ride off with it hand in hand into the sunset later tonight? It's a rhetorical question. I simply don't know.
How often have a film's credits rolled and you thought, what the heck's a gaffer or a best boy?
Something nice.
Yeah. Nothing to do with Brokeback Mountain. No. The recipients of this year's award are a gaffer and a best boy, so let me try to explain a little about the vital part they play. The gaffer on a movie is the head of the electrical department and reports to the director of photography. He or she is responsible for the design and execution of the lighting plan. The best boy, on the other hand, is the gaffer's first mate, who places lights and operates them, makes the set safe for everybody.
The next award we turn our attention to is in the category of actor in a supporting role. To help us ascertain exactly what Providence has in store here, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce one of the great film actresses of our time. Everything she does is distinctive, authentic, and compelling. Ladies and gentlemen, please smite your palms together until they burn, bleed, and blister for Miss Charlize Theron.
For this award, there are 4 actors nominated for 5 performances. Don't worry, this will all make sense in a moment. George. Though the roles were widely diverse, the actors all share one similarity. They were all simply breathtaking. Let's take a look.
Don Cheadle, Crash.
Why don't you take your clothes off, get back in the bed, and teach me a lesson?
My father's from Puerto Rico. My mother's from El Salvador. Neither one of those is Mexico.
Well then I guess the big mystery is, who gathered all those remarkably different cultures together and taught them all how to park their cars on their lawns?
George Clooney, Good night and good luck.
Wouldn't you guess that the people who have seen the contents of that envelope might have a better idea of what makes someone a danger to his country? Or do you think it should just be you that decides?
Who are the people? Are they elected? Are they appointed? Do they have an axe to grind? Is it you, sir?
Kake Gyllenhaal, Brokeback Mountain.
You gonna do this again next summer?
Well, maybe not. You?
Might go up to my daddy's place and give him a hand through the winter. I might be back. The Army don't get me.
Matt Dillon, Crash.
Wait till you've been on the job a few more years.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Wait till you've been doing it a little longer. You think you know who you are? You have no idea.
George Clooney, Syriana.
I was almost killed. Now they're asking me questions about the Amiri brothers, asking me questions about Tehran.
You gotta understand, this wrecks careers. I shouldn't even be talking.
I punched in Prince Nasser al-Sabai and my computer gets seized. Now where'd that job come from? Where did the Nasser job come from?
And the BAFTA is presented to Kake Gyllenhaal.
Who thought that this would happen? To the George twins, to all the nominees, this is, I'm just flattered to be in your company. I kind of wanted to go, hey, but, hey, yeah, Jamie will love that. Okay. Thank you so much to Aang, to Heath, to Michelle, to James, to Larry and Diana for writing this incredible story, to Annie Proulx for writing this too. It's almost all three of theirs. This movie means even more to me socially than it does artistically, and it's just a pleasure to be a part of, and I can't even believe that I've got this for it. And to my agent and Kim and my manager and all, Evelyn and Annette and everybody. Thank you so much to BAFTA and all of you. It's truly a pleasure. Thank you.
Coming up, 5 heavyweights battle it out for one of the biggest awards of the night. Brokeback Mountain.
All 5 actresses in the supporting actress category gave incredibly strong performances this year. All of our nominees represented women struggling in their many and varied worlds, either coping with social taboos or racial prejudice or sexism. And they have truly enriched each film with their dedication and their talent. Here are the nominees.
Michelle Williams, Brokeback Mountain.
That land hadn't touched water in its life.
It mean nothing, Elmer.
Don't try and fool me no more, Ennis. I know what it means. Chick twist. Jack nasty. You didn't go up there to fish.
And the BAFTA goes to Tandy Newton.
Taking a work written for one medium, whether a short story, novel, or stage play, and adapting it for the screen requires great skill. It's so easy to do badly, but exceptionally difficult to do well.
Yet the 5 nominees tonight have all produced a work of extraordinary quality, which is why they all deserve to be recognized with this honor. Let's take a look at their work.
A History of Violence, Josh Olson.
Why don't you ask Tom about his older brother, Richie? Ask Tom about how he tried to rip my eye out with barbed wire. And ask him, Edie, how come he's so good at killing people?
Brokeback Mountain, Larry McMurtry, Diana Ossana.
Husbands don't never seem to want to dance with their wives. Why do you think that is, Jack?
I don't ever give it any thought. Want to dance?
Pride and Prejudice, Deborah Mogach.
You're too proud, Mr. Darcy. And would you consider pride a fault or a virtue?
That I couldn't say.
Because we're doing our best to find a fault in you.
Maybe it's that I find it hard to forgive the follies and vices of others, or their offences against me. My good opinion, once lost, is lost forever.
The Constant Gardener, Geoffrey Kane.
Be reasonable. There are millions of people. They all need help. It's what the agencies are here for.
Yeah, but these are 3 people that we can help.
Capote, Dan Futterman.
Your portrait of those men was terrifying. Terrifying.
Thank you. Stop that, man. Come back here. Dad!
And the BAFTAs awarded to Larry McMurtry, Diana Ossana, Brokeback Mountain. Neither Larry nor Diana could be here tonight, so Heath Ledger is going to accept on their behalf.
Okay, I have a short letter, an acceptance speech written by Diana. Okay. Our profound thanks to the British Academy for presenting us with this high honour. We feel supremely lucky to be the writers who got to work with Annie Proulx's great story. We feel incredibly privileged that Brokeback Mountain managed to attract such an abundance of talent. And for that, we're especially grateful. And so, ladies and gentlemen, lucky, privileged, and now handsomely rewarded by the British Academy, we thank you again.
Congratulations. Now, one of the biggest awards of the night, the David Lean Award for Achievement in Direction. To make the presentation, a great actor whose cool, suave sophistication belies a raging spirit, a brilliant mind, and a twinkling soul. Ladies and gentlemen, it could only be Pierce My Heart Brosnan.
For a director, the making of a film is not a simple job they go to and work tirelessly at each day. For months, sometimes years, that film becomes the director, and the director's life becomes that film. It is their great and challenging responsibility to bring their unique vision and skill and passion to a project and turn it into a living, breathing piece of work. All the nominees for the David Lean Award for Achievement in Direction are true masters of their fine art. Let's see some of their work.
Good night and good luck, George Clooney.
This is no time for men who oppose Senator McCarthy's methods to keep silent, or for those who approve. We can deny our heritage and our history, but we cannot escape responsibility for the results. We proclaim ourselves, indeed, as we are, the defenders of freedom wherever it continues to exist in the world, but we cannot defend freedom abroad by deserting it at home.
The Constant Gardener, Fernando Meirelles.
You see, she's dead. What did you get? It doesn't matter. Dr. Lobier, you have got to stop testing on patients with HIV. Look at me.
I'll have to go.
Crash, Paul Haggis. Capote, Bennett Miller.
I have 94% recall. Cut that out. Cut that. Cut that out.
That's something, Alvin.
Oh, it's impressive.
Bitch.
Brokeback Mountain, Ang Lee.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Why don't you just let me be, huh? It's because of you, Jack, that I'm like this. Nothing. I'm nowhere.
And the BAFTA is presented to Ang Lee.
Thank you. I love this thing. It's the greatest statue of all awards, I think. Well, thank you, BAFTA, for giving me this great honor again. You've been always very nice to me since my little film, Wedding Banquet, 13 years ago. One good example would be one of my movies, like The Ice Storm. It got no critical acclaim except it was mentioned here in the BAFTA. And it has no commercial success except it's a big success in England. I don't know what makes me so connect to you. I'm pretty sure it's not the food. Anyway, a lot of people. It's always great to be here. Most of all, I like to grab this chance to give a sincere thank you to you for your education, for your support and drill me to the ground to help me overcome the fear and many Asian directors' mental obstacles of directing an English language film. It is still scary, but not as bad as making Sense Sensibility. So here I am. I feel very privileged to have the chance to participate in the making of Brokeback Mountain. It's a very special project. I want to thank Annie Proulx for her brilliant love story. Larry, McMurtry, Diana, Osana for initiating the project, adapting the screenplay, and see through the production. And everybody in Focus, thank you for your support, especially James Shemmers and David Lindy, and to Bill Polab and Universal, and my lovely, incredible cast and crew. You're just incredible. Thank you so much. And finally, to my agent, Tori Metzger. Didn't drop. and my family in New York and Taiwan. Thank you so much.
I don't feel inclined to let that slur on Great British Cuisine stand, however. Well, from Best Actress, we move as if following some sort of seamless and meticulously planned exit strategy to the award for Actor in a Leading Role, and to present it, an actress who last year romped home with a BAFTA for her mesmerising performance in the astonishing Vera Drake. I don't know of anyone more admired by her fellow actors. Ladies and gentlemen, I love her so much it hurts. The enormous, in every sense but one, Imelda Staunton.
Good evening. I'm delighted to be able to present the award for Best Actor in a Leading Role. All 5 nominees are absolutely gorgeous, and I get to give it to one of them. Yummy. Let's look at the nominees.
David Strathairn, Good Night and Good Luck.
If none of us had ever read a dangerous book or had a friend who was different or never joined an organization that advocated change, we'd all be just the kind of people Joe McCarthy wants. We're going to go with the story, because the terror is right here in this room.
Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line.
Me down in Juarez, Mexico.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote.
There's not a word or a sentence or a concept that you can illuminate for me. There is one singular reason I keep coming here. Truly. November 14th, 1959. 3 years ago. 3 years.
Heath Ledger, Brokeback Mountain.
You shut up about Alma. This ain't her fault. The bottom line is, we're around each other and this thing grabs hold of us again in the wrong place, in the wrong time, and we're dead.
Ralph Fiennes, The Constant Gardener.
Tessa expressed a wish to lie in African soil, not in bloody concrete. Nothing can grow in concrete. Kindly tell them to leave, please, Gita. And you too, please, gentlemen. Thank you. It was kind of you to come.
And the BAFTA goes to Philip Seymour Hoffman for Capote.
Thank you very much for this.
I once sat in a restaurant at a table next to Truman Capote, and believe me, Philip Seymour Hoffman was better at it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been teasing and tantalising you all evening with small featurettes, as I hate to call them, of each of the 5 nominees in the category of Best Film. But now it is time to lift the veil of suspense and announce the winner. Doing us that honour, I'm delighted to introduce an actress who is without doubt one of the most delightful and talented creatures on God's green earth. Her impish charm and devilish smile make her so yummy that you can't help but greedily devour every performance she gives. Ladies and gentlemen, be enraptured and let your love cascade all over the phenomenon that is Renee Zellweger.
When all the pieces of the film jigsaw are finally put together, one always hopes for but rarely achieves cinematic brilliance. However, the 5 films nominated tonight all achieve that goal. Let's take a look at them.
Capote, Caroline Barron, William Vince, Michael Ohoven.
Couldn't bear the thought of losing you so soon.
We're going to be able to use your book for our case. You're right. We never got to raise an insanity plea. You wrote how terrible the lawyers was.
I haven't written a word yet.
Brokeback Mountain, Diana Osana, James Seamus.
You boys sure found a way to make the time pass up there.
Well, since we're going to be working together, I reckon it's time we start drinking together.
Crash, Kathy Schulman, Don Cheadle, Bob Yari.
I'm trying to help you.
I didn't ask for your help, did I?
It's the sense of touch. Any real city, you walk, you know? You brush past people, people bump into you. In LA, nobody touches you. We're always behind this metal and glass.
Good night and good luck, Grant Heslov.
This is no time for men who oppose Senator McCarthy's methods to keep silent.
Any man who protects communists is not fit to wear that uniform.
You can't convict people by rumor and hearsay and innuendo.
The Constant Gardener, Simon Channing Williams.
Tess, whatever it is that you and Arnold are doing, I'd like it to stop.
I'm getting reports of a white woman found early this morning, dead.
You think it might be Tessa?
The police were here. They took away the files, the papers, computers.
Tess thought she was being watched.
And the BAFTA goes to Brokeback Mountain, Diana Osana, James Chambers.
Thank you, BAFTA, so much. On behalf of everybody who helped make this film, it's a great opportunity to set the record straight. You know, we've been suffering under this terrible epithet, this kind of cliche of being the gay cowboy movie, and I just want to say Brokeback Mountain really, truly is a universal story of two gay shepherds. It's the gay shepherd movie. And I'll be pretentious and quote Christopher Marlowe, who I think himself is a bit acquainted with gay shepherds, in his Not So Immortal Words, to tell you how I feel, and everyone with the film feels tonight, about the shepherd swains who want to dance and sing, and we won't do that in front of you, but on behalf of everyone at Focus and our super swain, David Lindy, to our shepherd-in-chief, Ang Lee, to Larry and Diana, who couldn't be here tonight, to our amazing cast and crew, and to our families. Thank you so much, BAFTA, for this tremendous honor. Thank you.
What a film, and what films they all